Lou and I have been speaking about skipless albums since the inception of the channel. And in today's episode, we're going to take some of those albums that maybe we considered skipless at a certain point, or other ones in the community that are considered to have no skips, and we're going to find out one song that throws off the term. Guys, let me know in the comment section, what is a skipless album that's considered by the community that actually has a skip on it? Lou, going into this episode, it's always interesting because when we do these types of things, when we go through the albums and you have to nitpick, is it truly a skip? Or is it just for the sake of the game and the episode that you're like, well, I kind of maybe have to choose this now, you know?
It's always got to be something that I physically skip. I'm not going to bullshit you. Like, I have to be listening to this album with the intention of bumping it front to back, and I have to land on that song and actually skip it on my Spotify.
Okay, so with that being said, is there truly a skipless album?
Yeah, of course a skipless album exists. Are you kidding me?
Like, I think, I was looking through Illmatic, like, not a skip
Kid
on
Mad
it.
City. I mean, there's tons, bro.
Well, I don't know. I have some here where, like,
am I going to be surprised by some of your skips?
Okay, listen, I want to say this. Huge disclaimer before we start this fucking episode, okay? I like some of these songs.
For sure. 100%.
I do. I'm not calling them trash. I'm not saying that they're not quality. Some of these songs are actually important to the album. I'm sorry, though. If I'm in the car and this comes on throughout the album experience, skip.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. We get it out of there.
So yeah, I have some classic albums here. I got some newer albums as well that people are really fucking with and have called skipless albums. So I'll get started right in there with Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler, the Creator. I went with Eminem, and I know a lot of people won't skip this song because it's so short as an interlude. It only runs you like about over a minute.
Oh, this is a safe pick, bro.
But it does nothing to serve the album. I feel like even as a transition song, it doesn't really achieve what it's supposed to. You have these thunderous synths crashing and this drop that we're waiting for that never really comes. It's very anticlimactic. You have Tyler returning to like day one of his rapping, just giving you nursery rhymes. And again, once you go into the next song, sure, it takes the same keys that Eminem starts with, but
that's why I find it fire.
But there's no proper transition. Really, it's not that good.
Well, yeah, there is a proper transition. As you said, the keys follow each other and like kind of like sequences that track into the next. But I don't know. It's just, is it really a skip considering that it's low-key a part of the next song? I always felt like
it's not part of it though. It's not a seamless transition. It's not.
Well, yeah, you're right. I think it just shares the same keys, but still, nonetheless, that's an alright pick. To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay, but this is predictable. You're gonna go with For Free.
No, I'm going Mortal Man on this one.
Oh, actually. Wow, okay.
Yeah, this is a Mortal Man pick. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love this song. This is a song that I had in my top 50 Kendrick songs of all time. I think it's incredibly written. Having the Tupac interview there and like the back and forth with Kendrick, I think really comes full circle for the album experience. On the other hand, I've been listening to this album experience for the better part of like 10 years now. You know, I understand the concept. I've covered this album in great depth. I've done a lot with this album. I don't need to listen to Mortal Man anymore. I'm going to be completely transparent.
This is an interesting one because this is an outro. So it's not like you're skipping to get onto another song on TPAB. Mm-hmm. This is you like literally being like, fuck this album. Now I'm moving on to something else.
Yes, absolutely. This is where I'm at with it because I'm being quite honest with you. Like, I think, again, it's one of those K-Dot songs that plays more into the theme of the album. Mm-hmm. You could also argue that like Kendrick is kind of doing like this spoken word. It's not too energetic as a record as well. I love the production on it, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to be in the car listening to Mortal Man, bro. I'm just going to be completely transparent with you guys. The nerd in me loves it. I love it when I have to do breakdowns and journalism content, stuff like that. But for like, let's say my daily rotation, once I get to the end of To Pimp a Butterfly, I'm usually out of there.
But let me ask you this. Like, I like the refrain of the song. Like, when shit hit the fan is really a fan. Like, the first half of the song isn't really that interview. So are you listening to at least the fucking first section of the track or not even?
I'll just skip it completely. Yeah, I'll just skip it at this point.
Wow.
It's just a habit for me at this point, you know? I love the record. I think it's a top 50 Kendrick song of all time. Written standpoint, it really ties in the record. But personal rotation, once I'm at the end of the album, bro, like, I've had my fun with it. I've gone through my records. And honestly, like, I'll keep on it for free because it's just entertaining. It's just fun. It's fucking fun to do. So, yeah, that was
wow, that's a wild one to start off with. Okay, next up, I have Melt My Eyez, See Your Future by Denzel Curry.
I have Melt My Eyez, See Your Future as well. We have the same song.
So I used to skip Troubles with T-Pain, but something happened with that track list that the more I'm listening to it, I'm like, fuck it. Maybe it's my 48th listen, whatever it took. Now I've changed my mind and I fuck with it heavy and I'm able to to listen through to the whole song. The
I think
entire...
it's actually a really accessible and fun song for that track.
It is. It is.
It's really cool. I like the collaboration.
So that's
do we have
no
the same
longer a
song
skip.
though? I think we do.
Probably.
What do you have?
And this is something that I've only been skipping as of late. This is Zatoichi.
Oh, okay. I Ain't No Way. I skip
Really?
Ain't No
You
Way.
skip Ain't No Way?
I skip
It's
Ain't No
such
Way
a
on it.
great posse cut.
Is it really though? It's chill. Like it's like I'm not like I don't go through this record and like I'm not impressed by it, especially for like the track list as a whole. I find the Black feature like at least for the chorus it's a bit sleepy. Then after that, like the Rico Nasty verse is not my favorite. So by the time like I'm already
snapped.
like
Snapped
but
on
by
that.
the time I'm like a minute 30 into the song, like I'm already disengaged with
The
it.
JID verse,
That's
come
what
on, bro.
Yes, but by the time I have to get to that JID verse, like, bro, I'm already 75% into
it's
the
a bad
song.
take.
It's a skip for me. This is personal taste. Again, I understand why people like it. It is an energetic posse cut, but I feel like that Black chorus is just, it's a bit out of place, bro.
You're
know?
0 for
It's
2,
just like,
bro.
for me, it skips. What do you want me to do? This is my personal taste.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not doing this.
For me and Zatoichi, I mean, there's Slow Tie who performs.
Zatoki.
I think it's Zatoichi, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always pronounced it Zatoki.
Anyways, the song is lyrically powerful and like obviously it's crucial to like the main theme of the album. I'm not taking away anything from that. So I feel like if you do want to get the full purpose and scope of the album, you should listen to it. But for me, I just found myself wanting to get straight to the Ills, which is the outro. When I'm going from like Sanjuro to this and then
Sanjuro's
the
a great
Ills,
song, too.
it is a great song.
Yeah.
I just want to go straight to the Ills as of late. And I feel like it's a bit too long of an intro. It takes a long time to build up. And Slow Tie's hook could have been reworked. I'm not a big fan of it. His voice is muffled and he's just like shouting, fuck a bitch, fuck this shit. Like just fuck everything. They're going to tirade of fucking shit. And it's not for me
I didn't like
anymore.
this single too when it released for the album. I wasn't
Yeah.
huge on it.
I like the
Regardless-
song. I just, as of late, I'm skipping it.
It's a skip, eh? All right, my beautiful dark twisted fantasy for me next. I went with classics this episode. I'm gonna be honest. I think you could argue that it is a skipless album, but lately Monster hasn't been doing it for me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm completely disengaged with this song at this point, and even the Rick Ross verse. I just more and more that I listen to it, it feels like it's a bit corn on the cob.
I remember I had this take like 2 years ago, and you were
Yeah,
you were like bashing me for saying I would skip Monster.
But like, yeah,
you
but
finally have seen the light.
I'm kinda
welcome to this side, bro.
bitch, I'm a monster, no good blood sucker. Fat motherfucker. Now look who's in trouble. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate it. Then after that, you get this random Jay-Z verse. Sasquatch, Godzilla, King Kong, Loch Ness, Goblin, Ghoul, a zombie with no conscience. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Am I reading a Goosebumps novel? Like, I just don't. This makes no sense for the MBDTF track list. The only reason why it has value is legitimately for the Nicki verse. And the only way that I'm going back to this song is because, like, I want to marvel at the Nicki verse.
Yeah.
Everything else about this song is the absolute mids. Even the beat, like, the drums are a bit weird for it, bro. It just feels like, again, this Goosebumps novel cut, bro. Like, that's the way that I feel about the song.
Yes, but that kind of plays into like a song like Dark Fantasy and like just the whole like mythical vibe of this album.
Yes,
So
but the thing.
I get what you're saying,
but
but
like, on Dark Fantasy, like, it plays more into the fame. It plays more into Kanye's
I
persona.
get you.
This, it's like,
more random.
it's more random. It feels like a fucking Halloween ass song, bro. Like, you don't have to get that descriptive with the
Yeah.
monsters and shit, you know? I get it. It's supposed to be this creative posse cut. Everyone wanted to, like, sort of personify a monster. We get it, bro. You know, like, especially if you're getting mid verse. If you got good verses on this posse cut, fuck it, we get it. You
Nicki
know?
saved the song though. I'll give that to her. But yeah,
sure.
no, I'm skipping Monster when I'm listening to that album too. But all right, you want to keep up with some iconic albums? Here's Nothing Was the Same for You by Drake. And listen, yes, sometimes I'll skip Connect and I'll skip 305 to My City. Those are cold takes. I feel like everyone that's listened to this album has skipped those songs at least once. I
Yes.
feel like you're lying if you disagree with that. But there's an iconic song on this album that
Start from the bottom.
started from the bottom, bro.
That's not a skip for me.
Very
bro.
iconic
No, you
anthem.
gotta put respect on
don't get
this.
it twisted. Very iconic song. We were actually debating Fantano on this because he was saying how he didn't like the record. He felt like the message wasn't genuine to Drake's come up, whatever. All that aside, I was defending this song, and I do feel like it's still a banger. Like I said, iconic anthem. But to me, this is a time management skip in the sense that when I want to turn on Nothing Was the Same, maybe I'm only on a
You're
third.
doing time management with your albums?
Listen to me. Shut up and listen. Sometimes I only have 30 minutes to bump Nothing Was the Same. I'd rather listen to Wu-Tang Forever than I would Started from the Bottom. So sometimes it becomes a time management thing where it's like, fuck it. I'm limited
It's
on
a
songs.
sacrifice.
I'm going to have to sacrifice Started from the Bottom. And so much of this song is that beat, which is sort of a repetitive loop. And I feel like I've also grown I've grown past this song faster than others in the sense of like I feel like there's a lot of timeless records on Nothing Was the Same. I'm not saying this isn't one of them, but
it's a mega slapper.
it gets
like,
old a bit quicker than like a From Time, let's say, or The Language.
So you're skipping this in the car as well? Like, this is an aux banger,
sure.
bro.
Yeah.
Not for me. Like, this is
I'll
an
skip
aux
it here
banger.
and
I'll
there.
keep this on in the whip. It's triumphant, and I
I
love the zombie
respect it.
production.
I respect
no,
it.
okay, listen. If you're doing time management when Nothing Was the Same, then there's a problem there. But anyways,
What do you mean? What if you're driving for 20 minutes? The fuck you
But
talking
bro, then at
about?
that point, then you're gonna have to skip like half the album if you're driving for 20 minutes. What's the logic?
But one of the ones you're not gonna fucking save is gonna be started from the bottom.
No,
I'll tell
I
you
think
that.
the 305 to My City and like The Language are the easy ones here. But all right, since we're talking about Drake albums, let's go to Take Care. This is Make Me Proud off of Take Care featuring Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I always felt like this record in particular was sort of like a Thank Me Later sort of cut. Like it's kind of like more triumphant, feels a bit more popish. Like you get Drake like asserting that Nicki's the queen of rap and this whole thing, and it's like, bro, you should have saved this for like 2010. Like this came out a year later. Like this should not have been on this track list. I could argue for other songs on here, but this for me, especially considering that it was a single to this album, could have been completely avoided. I think they have much better collaborations in their catalog, and especially for like a Nicki and Drake collaboration on Take Care, this is underwhelming, bro. This is somewhat underwhelming, but you have much better collaborations. And when I'm going through this track list, all right, I'll take you through the sequencing. You go to Make Me Proud, bro. Underground Kings will be fine. Then after that, you have Lord Knows. You have Cameras in that same section. Good Ones Go. I love that interlude, bro. Doing It Wrong. The Real Her. Look what you've done. Like, this is like, I don't, like, bro, look at the track. Look at the track record, and you just have that Thank Me Later I cut right in the middle of the fucking track list. So it's always been a skip for me. I've never liked the record, and we've always said how it's underwhelming. So there's a skip on Take Care.
Can't be mad at that. Let's go on to Travis Scott, Astro World. I feel like I never listened to this song when I put the album on, and I'm convinced that the rest of the world doesn't, even if they lie about it. This is just a mediocre song on Astro World, and there's not many of them, but you have the striking bells. You have Travis Scott rapping about having chain sex because he's smashing with all of his chains on, and he's delivering it with a basic flow and a whole lot of auto-tune, and I'm talking about NC-17. I feel like even 21 Savage doesn't really manage to save much of this record. He comes on with little to no energy, has some really cringe lines, and doesn't have the passion that he did on a song like Outside. I feel like that's a much better Travis 21
It's always kind of like monotone, though.
But the reality is that obviously not every Travis Scott song is meant to be timeless, and this is not one of them. This is not a Skeleton. This is not a Carousel. You're going to have an NC-17 come along that just doesn't have that much juice, bro. Like, you're going to get dehydrated at a certain point because you realize there's not that much to the record, if we're being honest. Sure, it's a banger. You could play it a couple times in the whip, but you're going to get tired of it. And it's one of those rare things where it's sort of a generic song on an album that couldn't be further from being formulaic, but this one fits that mode.
Yeah,
you know?
it feels like just like a cookie cutter song that they throw on to maybe beef up the track list a bit.
So I skip it. What about you? Still bumping it?
Honestly, I really like the beat, bro. I like the keys on this record. That's the only reason why I'll really revisit. And again, it's bottom tier of Astroworld, but it'll never be a skip for me. Next up, talking about another album that people consider skipless, The Off Season by J. Cole.
I got something here.
Yeah, that's why I brought in Amari, bro. This is an absolute fucking skip.
See, I switched my opinion on Amari.
No, I don't.
I switched my opinion with Amari, and I went back to it, and I'm like, we've always gone after. It was cold. But that's one moment. The rest of that cadence, bro, that more like aggressive, like shouty cadence,
Yes,
it grew on me. I'm actually fucking with it.
But I feel like there's this weird vocal effect on.
But that's one vocal effect.
No, but it's on the
moment.
entire verse though.
No.
Like you get like this weird auto tune on his voice, and like even at that, like you're getting like these weird strings on the record. The production is actually supposed to be sick because it's a fucking T- beats with Tim. But no, it's like this weird like ukulele beat. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like it just the strings make it off, and the messaging is really nice. I like the lyrics on the song, especially like Cole, taking over the rap game, coming from North Carolina, like how. But I've gotten that message so many times before, and the whole call, like little like
it's gonna grow on you. I'm telling you, it worked for me, bro. I was on your side for the longest time. Even like the whole like pa-da-pa, pa-da-pa, the whole McDee's jingle at the end. I'm rocking with it, bro.
But you see, like there's too many things that are going on with the record that make me see like. all right, bro, it's time to skip this, and then it's time to go back onto My Life. Like, look, you got 95 South, you have My Life in the middle of it, applying pressure, punching the clock. Like, I'm there, but is yours 100 mil?
It is 100 mil.
Yeah, you've kind of like this song grew off of you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I never really fucked with it that much, but obviously you have like a heavenly vocal sample that starts it off. I love that aspect of it, but bro, like I'm not trying to hear a bunch of fucking refs like whistling in my ears, bro. Just blowing like the whistle throughout the entire record. And Cole just sounds deflated on here, bro. Like he doesn't really. Yeah, I don't find like he brought in.
Yeah, but if you don't like him, if you like Amari, then how don't you fuck with this performance? Like, especially on verse 1, like he's braggadocious, he's in your face, bro.
No,
he's
I mean,
cocky.
and even there's even melodic sections on here that just don't hit, bro, for me whatsoever. Very weak song, very like just like surface level for Cole in every way. This feels like anyone could have made a song like this.
You know what? Lyrically, though, for the offseason, it is a bit shortcut,
weak, bro.
But at the same time, like this is a song I actually enjoy. I go back to this one. I don't have this as a skip. All right, so let me take Amari on the offseason off my list.
Yep, 100 mil for me.
So
let us know, guys, what's more of a skip, 100 mil or Amari?
All right, let's go on to the next one. This is where I'm going to go to Heroes and Villains. A lot of people consider this to be a skipless album. People might say creeping, but you know what? Like, I've given that take before. I think it's still low-key a skip or whatever. Another song that I really want to have a conversation about is Lock On Me. This is something that you and I have kind of briefly mentioned in previous episodes, but going back to this, like, bro, you know the way that they describe this song, bro, on Apple Music? It's supposed to be this psychedelic rap cut. That's what psychedelic rap cut.
Oh wow, you got me,
bro. You got me, bro. Playing with yourself and popping pills. Like, what the fuck? How are we starting off this song, bro? Had a long night, but need some more in me. I don't like the way Travis starts off the song. It starts off on a weird vibe. This is my least favorite beat as well on Heroes and Villains. And to be honest with you, who actually fucks with this song? Let me know if you guys fuck with this song. Let it rip in the comments, bro.
I've never heard someone say "turn on that lock on me."
No, you can't.
I've never heard that.
No. It doesn't happen, bro. Even the future verse, like, it's just complacent. Compare this, let's say, to a superhero cut off of this exact same album. It's night and day performances. Kind of like NC-17 for you. I just felt like this was genuinely useless. You could argue Creepin' was a smash hit of the record and had accessibility. 21 Savage didn't need to be there, but the production and the weekend performance was actually good. This had no place on the album, bro. There's no fucking way.
I agree.
This should have never made the final cut. It's an absolute skip every single time.
All right, this next one, this is going to ruffle some feathers, and I feel like just the fact that I have this album in my list is probably enough for people to want to tell me to go fuck myself.
Bro, I have to put a
totally
Butterfly in
understand.
MBDTF. I'm not sure if you could get worse than that.
Aquemini by Outkast is going to be the next album that I go to. You see, I saw a little look in your face. You're already like, what the fuck?
It depends the take, though. What's the take?
Yeah, listen, when it comes down to this, I'm not going to lie. This is not a song that's bad, and I don't actually skip it all the time. Like, this is like an occasional skip on the album for me, and this is going to be Mamacita. And again, not a bad song. It is probably the weakest on the album, and I'm not always down to listen to it, bro. Like, if I'm starting my day and I want to bump some Aquemini, and I don't know, driving to the studio, I don't want to be hearing Mamacita, Papadonna, Mamacita. It's probably, arguably, the worst Outkast hook that I've heard. I think it's really high up there. Andre smokes his verse, though, of course. Like, the verse is incredibly sharing a story of, like, a girl who's breaking up with her mans and her girlfriend is supporting her but then comes on to her. So, like, interesting storytelling as always from 3 Stacks. And even Big Boy has an incredible verse. Well, I wouldn't say incredible, but a solid verse. So they both kill it on the verse side of things. Outkast do their thing, but it's the features that come in and weigh this song down. You have Masada, who takes care of the chorus. You have Witch Doctor, who has a bad verse about getting down and dirty in the bedroom. And they ruined the song for me. It's really a song where the features ruined it. The hook is not good. And apparently this song wasn't even supposed to be on Aquemini. Like, really? They walked into a session with Rico Wade, and they decided to lay their verses on it and became part of the track list. But it just always felt like an outlier.
That's an acceptable take, though, because it is kind of like on the lower end of that track list.
It's just the fact that it's like a top 20 rap album of all time for most people, and there's kind of a skip on it.
Anyways, let's go on to the next one. I'm going to go to Call Me If You Get Lost, bro. I never liked Lemonheads. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. This is a song I'll never revisit.
Like this song.
I just think it's actually quite useless for this track list, and the context behind this collaboration is that Tyler, the Creator, really fucked with We Paid, and he wanted to collaborate with 42 Doug. This was actually supposed to be a cut for 42 Doug's album Freedom Boys. It wasn't even supposed to be for this track list, so kind of a same situation with Mamacita where he just took it and he ripped it, and he put it onto his track list. Bro, this is completely useless.
No,
this is
that Tyler verse is hard.
It's
bro.
hard, but bro, like 42 Doug on Call Me If You Get Lost, like compare that to the NBA Youngboy feature, compare that to, let's say, Wayne on Hot Wind Blows, the Domo Genesis feature.
He didn't do that bad.
Bro, it's just a standard 42 Doug song. That's the way that I feel about this record. This could have been easily on another song itself, bro. That's the way that I feel about it. And even going back to it, like, it has that sort of like Cherry Bomb-esque, like bombastic production where with like, you have some of those beats on Call Me If You Get Lost, but for the most part, the production is very lush. It's very nice. It feels luxurious. With this, it just feels like an outlier,
There's
bro.
a lot of fast tempo, aggressive
No.
beats. Look at Lumberjack on this album. Like,
Yes,
I don't
but
want to
you
say
see-
it's only Lemonhead.
Yes, but the thing is that Lumberjack is one of the strongest rapping cuts on this entire album, and it was actually the single for it. So I'm not looking at this as the same thing as like a Lumberjack. I'm just saying this is something I'm not going back to. I think it's the weakest track on the album. I don't like Lemonhead,
I don't
bro.
like this take.
It's just, bro,
again.
like it's a collaboration for the moment because Tyler fucked with We Paid.
Schmelly take.
That's what it is, bro. It's a collaboration for the moment.
No, I disagree. That was a banger. But okay. Next up, we're going to go to, speaking of Kendrick, maybe I should have brought him up earlier. Damn by Kendrick is often called a skipless album. I've seen that for almost every Kendrick album, to be honest with you. And yeah, God, off of Damn, bro. This is obviously the weakest song on the album. I feel like if Baby Keem ever ghost wrote a Kendrick song, it would be this one. And the whole thing with like laughing to the bank, like, not only have other rappers done this in the past and he's paying homage to like 50 Cent and Chief Keef, etc., but he didn't do anything with his version that made it interesting or that made it feel fresh and new. So yeah, if you like Kendrick acting like a silly goose for 3 minutes, you might love this song. You might fuck with it. For me, his slightly high-pitched voice just sounds ridiculous on this, and the beat is also very dull, very flat. There's no bars. There's nothing for me to enjoy or get out of this record. That's where I'm left feeling. So like, I can't ever say that Damn is a skipless album because of this song. I will also say maybe Damn has the most like reasonably skippable tracks in the sense of like, I used to skip Yeah, I came around, I saw the light, but Humble. You can't tell me you've never skipped Humble.
I've skipped Humble.
You've skipped it. So have I.
Yeah.
Loyalty occasionally.
Yes, but like they weren't skips at a certain point, but this
They
is a
became
skip. Yeah,
skips.
this album has skips.
Yeah.
That's no doubt. All right, the Forever Story, Bruddenem.
Yeah, I knew you were going to bring this one, and I can't believe it to this day.
This is a song that I just never enjoyed, bro. I always found the Jid verse a bit passive, even going back into the lyrics. Like, the song is nice because it's a tribute to Jid's brother, and he's obviously referenced his brother in so many different records. But with this one, like, just musically, it doesn't do anything for me. It's a bit passive as a performance. Even the beat is a bit uneventful as well. The Dirk feature feels a bit generic, even if like what he is saying is really important and it feels nice. Like, I've just never gravitated towards this record, and I just rather get the System. That's like, think about it. I'm going to have to waste 3 minutes of my time before I get the System. That's been the whole play with this record. Even the Mustafa outro, it's like, it's cool. It's a nice vocal performance, but it's just a bit of a drawn out record. And when I compared this Jid verse to the rest of the stuff that I'm getting off of this album, it's night and day, bro. Like,
Smelly.
bro, what do you want me to do?
I can't, bro.
What do you want me to do?
I'm the first guy to like call out a Dirk performance, but he was perfect for this song. He's rapping on theme about his brothers that have passed away and like just about his upbringing and street life like he usually does, but he's on the same wavelength as Jid. Jid has nice singing. He has a solid rapping verse. Like, I'm trying to see it your way, but I can't.
No, listen, I told you, it's a passive performance on the verse.
No.
The chorus is too slow as well. And then, yes, Dirk actually does start off with some good content matter, but bro, then once you get to the 10th line, he just goes into the regular spin in the block conversation that he does for 50% of all of his albums, bro. I'm serious. Go read this verse. There's like, after the first couple of lines, he does what he usually does and he tries to fill it up.
He literally ends the verse with "fuck politics. I'm with the same guys. My brother gonna slide, but 2 of my brothers had died."
Oh wow, like bro, like I'm just saying, like you've gotten this content matter so many times. Don't make this sound like it's a generational verse.
I'm just
It's
saying
like,
it fits super well on that record. It fit really well.
I'm not a big fan of this song. It's a skip for me every single time.
All right, whatever. Next up, we're gonna go with I Laid Down My Life for You by JPEGMAFIA. This is my favorite JPEGMAFIA album. I love the balance of personal jazzy records with some of his most experimental and brash sounding stuff to date. So, love the album, but there's a skip. And it's going to be It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And
I agree with you.
Peggy decided to sample this Brazilian funk sample, and you start off hearing pock, 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 pock. And you're like, oh, is this a fucking chicken? It's just like fucking crossing a row. What's going on? And then you get what sounds like Portuguese minions saying some satanic shit.
Yeah, bro, this is a weird song. This gives me a weird vibe.
And like saying something about like Kitana, Kitana. Talking about like fucking Mortal Kombat characters or something, bro. And I'm like, what's going on here, bro? What is this?
Yeah, I just got too weird with this one, bro. That's the way this one feels.
This is like a ride down to hell is what it feels like. It's a bit too much for me.
It is a bit much.
It's just, it's spiritually like, it feels off.
Yeah.
The energy just feels off with
I feel like
this
you're
song.
getting jabbed in the back by a little demon.
Yeah, bro. Like, this is not passing the vibe check. It's not passing the aux test. And I know that like a lot of JPEG fans are going to defend it because they like his wacky as shit, but to me, the sample is just too jarring, and it prevents me from liking anything else about the song. So, yeah. I Laid Down My Life for You. What's next for you?
Next up, it's going to be Square Dance off of the Eminem Show. This is a song you know that I don't enjoy. The whole intention with this record is it's supposed to be a cannabis diss. So already, like, it's kind of... I've never been a fan of diss songs on albums, except if it's like an Ether, for example. Because it's sort of like in for the moment. Usually these diss records, if not executed upon properly, kind of feel useless and they don't age well. With this, dude, bro, the hook is fucking horrible, bro. Come on now, let's all get down. Let's dance. Like, dude, like he's doing this weird southern accent and it throws the complete vibe of the album off, bro. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I get to this track, not only is it skip, I avoid it, bro.
Wow.
I avoid this song. This is a record I genuinely don't like from Eminem.
You're
especially
still getting
from his early...
3 solid verses, though.
Yes, but bro, this hook comes in a total of 4 different times, bro. 4 different fucking times.
I don't find it that bad.
Oh my god, dude, it's horrible, bro. And even the
like the fact that you could stand this hook, but not you're good with We Made You, but not this. I don't know.
We Made You's fired. Has
a
like
hook.
that classic jingle.
When I walk through the door. Oh my god, no way.
Yeah,
no way.
absolutely. But you like the southern
I
accent.
like Square Dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you like the southern
I don't love the hook. It's not the best hook on the album, obviously, but
It's a stinky hook.
no.
Let your hair down and square dance with me.
It's Eminem being fucking. He's fucking around.
I'm
bro.
just saying it wasn't executed upon properly. But I like the verses. The verses are
for
fire.
sure. You have to.
All right, and that's my last song for today. That's all 10 of them.
I got 2 more.
Actually, I have one more. Never mind. I have one
All
more.
Eyes on Me by Tupac. This is gonna be What's Your Phone Number? And I can't believe that Death Row era Tupac made a song as bad as this. This is easily the worst beat he's ever rapped over because the time signature's all off. You're having the drum pattern playing at a different tempo than the actual synth line. It's all over the place. It makes it impossible for him to rap on beat. And literally more than half of the song, more than 50% of the song, the majority of this song is him having phone sex. And then on the first half, it's about him having a room and a hard-on and trying to get things going and bring a girl into the rap superstar life and have an experience with a rap superstar.
Nice.
That's the song.
That's the song.
Abysmal beat.
Abysmal beat.
Abysmal.
Last one, talking about classic hip-hop albums, Jigga on the Blueprint. You spoke about this briefly in a previous episode, but yes, this is easily the worst song off of the album. And
But we said we both fucked with it. I didn't know you would skip it.
It's cool, but like it's a skip.
Wow.
It feels like a song that like this. Like if this song doesn't fit the vibe of the album, which I feel like it doesn't.
Yeah, not
really,
as much.
This feels like something that should have been on like volume 2 or 3. That's the way this record feels.
I agree.
It doesn't have the same like triumphant classic like soul sample sort of energy that the rest of this track list has. And again, time management for sake, like I play this album a lot in the car. It's never changed, dude. It's Takeover, it's The Ruler's Back, it's Going Hard to the City, Renegade, Lyrical Exercise, Mama Loves Me.
I get you.
It's not spent here, bro. This is genuinely a song when I'm spinning the album back, and this has been since I've like downloaded this
Always.
album on iTunes. Yeah, well, it's a clear outlier on this track.
It is. I'll let it ride, though. I'm not going to lie. Last one for me. I've seen a lot of people call this album skipless. I've seen people say that it's better than Daytona. Never understood how it could be when it has these 2 skips. It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. Scrape It Off is the obvious one, just based on the features of Don Toliver and Lil Uzi. You knew it wasn't going to really make sense for an album like this, and the performances were mediocre. But for me, it's mostly like rock and roll that really stands out. You have Kanye West and Kid Cudi. This lineup of Pusha T, Kanye, Cudi, if it was like 10 years back, like 2012, would have been a classic.
Even if it was 2018, it would have been a
would
classic.
have been a classic.
Yes.
Instead, in 2022, you're getting very basic rhymes from Pusha T, rapping shit like, when you follow the rager, the money's outrageous. Crazy. And a strangely muffled hook by Kid Cudi, who you could barely hear, and Kanye West sounding like he's recovering from strep throat and rapping about his separation from his ex-wife. And
it's just all over the place.
Yeah,
bro.
it's a really weird song that does not fit on this track list. And like when I go to It's Almost Dry or Pusha T solo albums, I go for a certain like dark feeling, bro. I go for that unpredictable atmosphere, the bars that Push brings. And these two songs don't have any of those ingredients. So
no, you're right.
Not a skipless album, but I think that's everything for today, right?
I'm cool.
Guys, let us know, what is the biggest skip on a classic album or on an album that everybody loves and thinks is skipless? And should we do another version of this video in the future? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.